I'm here with legendary guitar teacher and player.
Legendary.
How you like that?
In my own mind.
Alan Hinds. Alan, hey, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Sure, man.
Hey, so Alan, we got a new CD out.
I do.
You were burning it up last night, and we're gonna have that video posted soon. But
I get paid by the notes, I think, tonight.
well, that's why you played so fast last night.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. Any other notes you played last night, by the way?
I think I got most all of them. I played almost all of my notes.
That's not the notes
All my
I'm talking
solos.
about.
Oh, that's another story.
That's another story.
Hello.
Well, tell us about your new CD. Who played on it? What's going on with it?
Well, let me see. These are like really some songs that I really had on the back burner for a long time. So I'm proud of the songwriting. And I was lucky to get Jimmy Johnson to play bass and Jeff Babko on keyboards, Melvin Davis. We had some great players. And this time I took a lot of time with the production and the writing and the sound. I think is better than all my other CDs. I think, and the songs, and I'm getting a lot of attention from the CD more than the other two before. Maybe it's because the other two laid the framework for this, but I think a lot of it's just because this one sounds better. The songs are better. I think there's more love and more time was put into all of them. So I've got a few interviews, guitar magazines, Vintage Guitar is doing a thing on me next month, and Guitar Player is doing something, and so it's getting some attention. So far so good.
You're using the raw vintage saddles and the new tremolo springs.
I am.
I know along with the pedals, but let's talk a little bit more about the saddles and the tremolo springs.
Well, I'll tell you, the differences are really subtle. I mean, when I put new things on my guitar, I'll do an A/B thing on Pro Tools,
Yeah.
where I'll play exactly the same chord, same sound, the same way, and then put them side to side and see if I can tell the difference. A lot of times they're really subtle, but it's a cumulative effect. When you have like 3 or 4 changes made to a guitar, then you kind of notice a big difference. I think.
Well, everything's got to kind of work together and be functional. So
Exactly, yeah. My little brother used to race bicycles, and he used to shave his legs. And I used to go, Chris, does that make a big difference? You look like a fag. No, I'm kidding. And he said, you look kind of strange with your legs shaved. And he would.
well, I had to shave mine today, so I would be more
But that was
ergonomic.
for more aesthetic reasons.
Well, when you're in the booth giving
It
interviews,
chafes.
you got to be pretty clean.
I know it kind of chafes when you're moving around like you do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I see my brother's laughed and says, no, it's not a big deal. He says, but if you combine that with the aerodynamic helmet and the suits they wear and everything, that makes a big difference. So I don't know if that's a good analogy, it's just all I can think of.
Well, you're using the AC and the RC, I believe. You've been using those for a while. Why do you like it?
I don't know, but I do. I guess for some reason it works for me. The AC has just enough overdrive and compression without being too buzzy.
Yeah.
To me, to my ears, the other pedals get more of a fuzzy it's more of a rock thing. I like more of a blues, Robin Ford-ish type of tone.
Yeah.
Kind of that smooth overdrive. And it just works for me. It compresses really nice with my particular guitar and the way I play. I like it, but everybody's different. I mean, even the way you hold the pick makes a big difference on the way a pedal's gonna
What amplifiers did you use for the CD?
A combination of a lot. I have a friend of mine had a couple Dumble amps. I used a Dumble amp on it, and my old trusty 1969 Deluxe Reverb, which is a great amp. Roy Blankenship made me a nice amp. There's a company called Sam Amp that made a nice amp for me. Bogner made a really nice custom amp for me. So I have but they're pretty much all based on a Deluxe Reverb, like 6L6, clean sound pretty much.
Well, I'd be interested to know, how did the AC interact with the Dumble?
Well, I should tell you that most of all my amps are kind of all the same thing. They're kind of low wattage, medium to low wattage, around 40 watts. And just because all my effects are run before the amplifier, so the amp can't break up after delay. So the amp has to be loud, but then again, it can't be too loud to where you still want some of the compression. So like 40 watt basically works really good for me. The AC, that's what I'm saying. The AC works perfectly in that situation for me. And that's what I do live. That's what I do in the studio. Okay. Those amps that are not, you can't go with a 12 watt because then everything distorts. And you can't go with a 100 watt because it's just too loud to get that feel for me. So all those amps kind of do the same thing, just a slightly different way.
Sure. Well, we want to wish you great success with the new CD, and
I want you to too.
The interviews hopefully give you a lot of great exposure. Hopefully you'll gain a couple new students, and I'm still waiting for my private lessons, by the way. So.
And you do what again?
I'm a cello player.
I like saying that.
Yeah.
Cello.
Yeah.
I excel in.
Cello and pentatonics just go together.
Well, just ask Jeff Berlin.
Sure, absolutely. Who is that?
Yeah, exactly. Who's that again?
Yeah.
Jeff Berlin. Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Well, buddy, thanks for coming by. And
okay, man.
I really appreciate you taking time to talk with us. So.
Great, Ben.
Good.
Great stuff as usual. Okay, man, thanks.
There you go.
The LA hug.
Good luck tonight, buddy. Good luck tonight.
Okay, man.
Well, hey, thanks for joining us again. This has been with Pro Sound TV.